Hello everybody and welcome. Let's finish decorating my living room for Christmas 2025. In a previous video, I decorated my mantle, my fireplace, and my bookcase. And today we're going to finish out this room starting with my big tree. We're going to do a couple of tables. We're going to actually build a new table in the entryway. And then we're going to decorate my couches and all the cozy, comfy, fun finishing touches to get ready for the lovely Christmas week ahead. If you love all things Christmas and decorating and just creating a cozy, fun vibe, I would love it if you'd hang out with me today. All right, let's get started to make this room beautiful and comfy, cozy for Christmas. So to get started for this decorating video, you're going to see me change clothes a couple of times while I'm putting this tree together. First, I'm wearing this Buc-ee's sweater. You saw me wear that when I'm decorating my front porch and entryway. Then I think I'm wearing some type of hoodie thing. That's when I'm decorating my mantle in that video. I'm wearing like a pink t-shirt. That's when I'm doing my tree in the kitchen. And I think I finally changed into what I'm wearing for most of this video. But I tend to decorate my tree over a couple of days because it's the most cumbersome thing that I have in here. Because it is 9 feet tall, and I want to fluff out every branch, and I want to make sure I plan out what pieces I want to put on it, and I want to take my time, and I don't want it to be a chore. Because I love decorating, and then you get it to a place where you just want to hurry up and get it done. It's no longer fun, and I don't want things that I love to be a chore. So I choose to take my time with it and just enjoy the process. So that's what we're doing here over the course of a couple of days. I'm trying to not bore you too much with every piece of everything that I'm doing, but I like to build the tree from bottom to top, fluff it out as I go, plug it in, and then I decorate it from top to bottom so that I kind of don't have to crawl up and down the ladder a million times. But I'm going to show you that. We're going to build this tree together, and I can't wait for you to see how it turns out because I think it looks really pretty this year. As you see me putting these ribbons on it, I have the same things on my fireplace. That's in a previous video. I'm going to link it here for you guys if you want to go watch that. I decorated my bookcase and my fireplace and my mantle and all that separately just because I didn't want this video to be way too long. So you can go watch that, but I like to try to use the same kind of ribbon just to make everything look cohesive. I think it turns out absolutely beautiful. This tree does match my mantle garland. I'm pretty sure they're from the same company. I don't know if they were necessarily meant to be like bought together to go together, but I think they look pretty darn close if they weren't supposed to. But I try to make them match with my decor as well every year. So I think it looks really great. Let me know. I'm trying to reuse bows and things that I had from last year. I don't think I actually bought a single new thing for Christmas 2025. All the things you see here I've used in my previous Christmas videos, or I've just had for many, many years, well before YouTube. But I have not bought a single thing this year, and I'm trying to make do with what I have, and I think it turns out looking great. Finally, I put my tree skirt on after I do a quick vacuum, and then I put all of these little things under it to make it look nice and full. I'm so sorry for the blur. The lights kind of throw off my camera sometimes, but I try to cut as much of that out as possible. But I tend to not put a lot of presents under my tree. I just put little stuffed animals and cute things like that. So I think this turns out looking great. And I usually have my presents over somewhere else in a little corner for family or whoever when they come over. That way I don't have to dig under the tree. So in a previous cleaning video, I wanted to just rearrange all my furniture. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do yet, but I'm going to show you a clip here of when I was cleaning in that video before I brought all my Christmas decor in, so you can kind of see how the couches were. And then I'm going to cut to showing you the process of where I am, just got my tree decorated, and kind of revealing to you how I decided to do my living room furniture cubes for this year. I think it looks really cute with the whole catty-cornered two-seater couch directly under the entryway. Let me know what you think. I've never done that before. I think it looks really good and kind of elegant. And I ordered a small little slim table to go behind that couch as well. We're going to unbox that later. So I think it is absolutely gorgeous. We're going to see how it all turns out at the end of the video. Can't wait to show you guys. So now that we have the tree done, we're going to move along over here to these tables. I've got 5 of them. I didn't exactly have a plan for what I wanted to do. I did know that over here in this corner, I wanted to do a gingerbread village, if you will. I thought I would just put out my gingerbread houses and the little candy cane trees and anything that looked edible, and then just kind of make that its own little area over here on the side. I also had this picture of my dad that I wanted to put out because I sit right over here in this corner. And for those of you who don't know, my dad passed away in June, and I just really love having this picture next to me. It just kind of, I don't know, it makes me feel a little better about missing him over the holidays. Thanksgiving and Christmas have been kind of hard, so I just wanted it to have its little moment over here in the midst of my decor. But other than that, I didn't really have any detailed plans. And then I moved over to the other end table I decided to put by the Christmas tree, mainly because there's nowhere else to put it. But I didn't know what I wanted to do with this, so I just kind of started building onto it with a picture of me and Robbie, and then I had this cat statue that I really love, and I think it came together quite nicely. Then of course my coffee table is probably my main event. I had this wooden riser on it last year and I really liked it, so I wanted to do that again with these 3 candles. And then I have this candy cane candle ring thing, and that's really the only thing that I wanted to redo this year. I believe I had the Santa hat and the cat on here. Maybe it was the year before, but I thought it would look good to kind of layer some of these pieces on here, so I just played around with it, put these little crochet things on there, and then a candle, and I just kind of moved it around until I thought it looked nice. But that is going to be the way my coffee table turned out for this year. Next up, I wanted to quickly unbox this little slim table. I'm not really sure what's supposed to fit on it because it's only like 6 inches wide, but I thought it would be perfect to put behind this little couch, and then once I moved the couch, it would look good over there on that wall under the big clock, and you can walk by it really easily. It doesn't take up a lot of room. But I am going to put this behind this couch, and I already planned in my head that I wanted to do Santa's little sleigh and then the deer down here on the bottom level, and then a couple of things that I wanted to do on the top level as well, mainly just these 3 cats that remind me of my babies, and then a candle and some candy. But I didn't really think too much about it. I just really wanted to put this little table back here. I found it on Amazon, and I thought it would just be the perfect little completion to moving this couch out here in the middle of the room, which I have never done before, but I think it looks really, really good. Finally, just to get to the finishing touches, I have this wreath that I'm going to put on the wall. It doesn't quite match my mantle, the garland on there, and then the tree. I don't really have a wreath that matches those, but this is the closest thing that I do have. And again, I didn't buy anything new this year, so we're just going to work with it. I think it looks pretty good, close enough. It's snowy and it's got some berries on it, and I think some pine cones, so we're just going to hope it looks good because I didn't have a backup plan. And we're going to clear off everything in the living room because we live here and it gets messy. I want to make it look nice for a couple of pictures and for you guys to kind of reveal how everything turned out. But as the day goes on, some of the junk makes its way back in here, but it is what it is. I think it ends up looking really nice. I fluff up some cushions, I move around some pillows, and it's a really nice comfy living room. And then you'll also see Princess Kay and Toby in here. They love showing up in my videos, doing little cameos. Give this video a like and a comment if you would love to say hello to them. I'll tell them that they are always the stars of my videos, and they're adorable, but I can't not show them. I never did move this pillow over here with Toby. I didn't have the heart to change it because he was leaning up against it, so whatever. But I'm going to show you how this turns out here, and just pretend like you don't notice that the pillow is upside down because I didn't want to disturb him. So I feel like I spend an unreasonable amount of time putting blankets on my couches in my videos. I have a love-hate relationship with blankets. I think they make things look super cozy, and it's an easy way to make things look festive, but at the same time, I know they can get in the way if you have too many of them. But I also like having too many of them because if my cats are going to throw up on something, I'd rather it be on a blanket that's a lot easier to wash than to have to pull off an entire couch cushion or have to clean the carpet. So I just decided to err on the side of having too many, and I think it works because it's cozy, comfy, and it completes the vibes that I want for my holiday decor and my seasonal decorating. And who doesn't love laying on a nice comfy blanket while you're watching a movie at night? But I do realize that I have a lot of blankets, and it's not just Christmas. I realize that I do it for just about every season, even in the summertime. I love my blankets, but that is the main reasoning is because of the cats. So I just felt like I should mention that because I know that I have a lot of blankets that I use throughout the year, and it's way more blankets than any person really, really needs in their house. But that's going to be it for this video. I just did some simple table decor, made my couches look nice, and decorated my big tree. But I did spend a decent amount of time doing it, so let me show you a little tour of how this room turned out. Again, say hello to the babies. I didn't make the couch look perfect because they were sleeping and I live here. It's gonna get messed up again in just a minute, but I tried to create a place that I wanted to hang out in for the next couple of weeks when I recorded this video anyway. And as I'm doing this voiceover, we've got about a week left for Christmas. So I am going to go enjoy these decorations and call it a day for Christmas decorating 2025. and probably watch some really fun Christmas movies. I hope you guys have a lovely Christmas week and spend time with your families. Let everyone know how much they mean to you, because you're never going to have this Christmas ever again. I was reading that the other day. Last year was different, next year is going to be different, so just take a moment to hold on to the memories that you're going to make this coming week. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. I'm sure I'll talk to you guys again over the next week or so, and I hope you enjoy these lovely Christmas decorations. Alright guys, Merry Christmas, and see you later. Bye!